What's up, guys? Jacob here. We are doing a relatively unscheduled YouTube Live keyword research low content edition. So, we're going to spend the next hour, maybe two, maybe three. We can do this the whole day doing keyword research, or at least until I need to eat my next meal and get some work done for an author I'm working with. So, let's get right to it. At any time, guys, feel free to ask questions. We've got the chat active. So if you have any questions about keywords you want to look at or anything related to publishing, let's do it up. So let's get started. I can tell right away I have to order some more Nutella for this place, so I'll get on that later. But let's look at some keywords. Let's look at the top 100 list. So as I mentioned in my prior video, number tracing books are doing super well right now. I'm just going to shortcut. See here, this is number 22 already. I just want to take a look at the top 100 for today. So let's see the state of the world as of today with books. So just checking some stats here, what we've got. We've got one person watching right now so far. Feel free to say, hey, what's up? And let's get going. So yeah. This is a fictional book, Delia Owens. I've seen this around being number one. That's cool. Okay, educational books for kids. Always going to be doing well right now. Parents are homeschooling their children while kids are out of school. And parents are not prepared to be teachers or educators. So they need materials, they need resources related to education at home. I would say right now, guys, if you're in nonfiction, the best opportunity right now in nonfiction-ish content is doing low-content books, particularly for children in the educational market. So big box publishers, like real publishing houses, they are very powerful, but one weakness of theirs is that there's a lot of bureaucracy with what they decide to publish on, the whole process of production, how to market it, and that can take months. Whereas as a self-publisher, you can get to market as soon as today or even tonight from scratch with a book that you decide to do, provided you're able to design it fast enough and put something together of good quality. So that's the advantage you have. So it's not too late to get into doing low content, especially for children and doing children's books. We have a course for that. I'm just going to pitch it out there. If you're interested, check it out if you want. It's called Low Content Domination. Link is below. It's really affordable. It's proven to work. We've got testimonials for it, as you'll see on the page, and people love the course. So yeah, let's see what we've got here. ABC 1, 2, 3. Easter. April's coming up real soon, guys. Easter is an opportunity you don't want to miss out on as a seasonal play for your books. So check that out. This has always been popular. How to Draw Animals, back from 2003. How to Draw Animals is always hot. Preschool Math, always hot. This was only published last year with only 33 reviews, yet it's number 9 in the entire store. What does that tell you, guys? You don't need 1,000 reviews to do well in publishing. You don't even need 50 reviews. Okay, so if you can even get 5 reviews together, that is exponentially better than having no reviews. So, even if it means giving a free ebook version of your title to your friends and family, getting 5 reviews that way is number 1, perfectly allowable by Amazon, and number 2, it'll help you so much with the marketing of your book, and more so, running Amazon ads to your title and getting conversions. So people will be clicking, but are they buying? And having positive reviews on your book will lend a lot of credibility, social proof, and encourage people to buy your book. So yes. Now let's see what we got here real quick. Fun letters, numbers. You're going to see this over and over, guys. Look, I'm not a medical doctor or some economic expert or anything like that, so I'm going to refrain from talking about the virus much. But let's be real. We're entering a time of crisis. The world's being impacted on a global level. And as such, things are changing perhaps for a long time. And as such, you're going to see a continual demand and shift towards needing children's books in the market. Children need to be continually educated. They need to be entertained. Okay, they can't go out anymore. And if they're not playing video games or on their phone, they're going to be hopefully reading books or working on some kind of activity book. Remember highlights? Okay, kindergarten. I remember highlights. This is doing real well from 2017. Hopefully they still publish. Haven't run one of those in about 20 years. Love highlights though. Yeah, highlights is all over the place. So, any questions you guys have about low content? Let's do it right now. Let's get you some value from this live stream as you're watching. Maybe you have downtime. Maybe you are recently unemployed and you're looking, how can I make money online? How can I actually build a business or at least a side income from this whole publishing thing? What's this all about? So don't be shy. Please ask questions and let me help you. Kevin, I can't believe this is our first time live together. Thanks for joining in, man. And how's everything going in your area? I mean, look, I follow your posts all the time. We both know what's up, but I hope your family's doing okay and that everything in your area is holding together decently. So, guys, we have 7 people watching now, and we're going to bring on more people as more people find out we're live. So please, don't be shy. Let's do some coaching here together. So I have a lot of colleagues that are in the handwriting practice workbook niche. This was published literally last August, self-published. It's number 28 in the entirety of the store. Eventually, I'm going to run into a book that I know the publisher behind of. So, do I know this publisher? Probably not, but you never know. No, so look what I just did here, guys, in case you're new and you want to see how to do keyword research. I found a book that I'm interested in because it's got obvious sales demand and I know this niche is hot. And I might think to myself, if I want to build a brand, what kind of blueprint can I develop to come up with ideas for my business? Like, what is my brand going to really publish and be all about? So you can simply look at other brands, not necessarily copycat, but you can definitely look at what's doing well and come up with an idea of what you want to publish for. So here is the onslaught of questions. Awesome. Workout clarity. You can't do keyword research at the moment because of the Amazon glitch. I'm hearing from some of you that there's a certain Amazon glitch. Can you guys tell me more about this? And let's try to sort it together. So, yeah, I guess we see a lot of activity here on the chat. Hey, Kelly, thanks so much for signing on. Yeah, we're not on the Facebook group. We are live on YouTube. I should probably clarify that real quick. Hopefully I don't run into anything incriminating getting to the publishing evolution. So we are live on YouTube. I'm going to just jot that here. Live on YouTube. All right. So we got that shotted out. Back to you guys. So what I'm going to do is simply look at this author's or publisher's catalog and see what they have. So there's handwriting, cursive handwriting, cursive for teens. So you've got a more intermediate level book for the same keyword. Who doesn't remember doing time tests for addition and subtraction at school? I can guarantee you this book is doing well right now with school being out. I can gosh darn guarantee it. It's ranked, published during Christmas season. It's only 4 months old. Look at the rank here. This publisher, granted, is probably only making $1 a copy. But if you're selling 300 copies a day, that ain't bad. So low content is really all about volume over profit per copy, okay? So you're not, because children consume more books than adults on average. in terms of volume. Like a child can go through 20 books in a month easily, whereas an adult will maybe only buy 1 or 2 books a month, if even that. So you have to price your books inexpensively, and as such, you also have to price your books in line with your competitors. I mean, we're in a free market. Don't listen to any advice telling you can price anything you want at $20. That is fake news. That is incorrect, and you have to be realistic with what's going on in the marketplace. So let's look at other titles here. Number tracing, time test, multiplication, handwriting, gratitude journal. What the hell? Okay, I recognize this cover. Maybe I do know the publisher. My daddy is the best in Spanish. German. Ooh. Mein Papa ist der Beste. I want to check this out. So I'm hearing that German is actually taking off globally for Amazon sales. This thing's a 24-page pamphlet, but and it's 5 years old, but it sells 3 or 4 copies a day. Probably doesn't even run ads. If you want to make an extra $10 a day, consider publishing in German. So that'd be cool. All right, let's see what else we've got. So yeah, this catalog's pretty extensive. So I mean, this publisher is loaded. They do everything under the sun. They've got the St. Patrick's coloring book. They've got the Easter coloring book ready for next month, and that's what it's really all about in low content. You do have to be mindful of seasonal trends, and again, make a play based on volume. So is there a lot of competition? Absolutely. Is there a lot of books on the same keyword? Yeah. But if you can come up with a well-produced book, like I would even consider this not to be so great, but if you can come up with something of good quality, good cover, relevant title, something appealing, you're going to get sales, assuming you're also running ads and marketing effectively for visibility. So this is $7.99 here in Vegas. We still have Amazon shipping out deliveries. This is only going to take 1 to 2 days in my area. So paperbacks are not impacted here, but you might see delays in other areas perhaps. Now this is a 2-year-old production. It's not going to sell that many copies right now. Honestly, this is not selling, even though the season is coming up. The cover is unappealing. There's no bunny. It's not pastel enough. The title and subtitle look like crap. And so this is not going to sell as a consequence. So branding, guys, if you haven't already considered proper branding for your books, I know I'm going a little bit fast here, but you have to be appealing to customers. So when it comes to your cover, this Arial font is not going to fly. Be creative, be appealing. Think about what will drive people to buy your book. Like, would your own kid want to buy this book? Would my future imaginary kid want to buy this book? No. It looks like something made in 1950. So, yeah, I don't care what this really says with bonus books. Like, I don't want a bonus book of something bad, so this won't sell. Now, conversely, let's look at an Easter book that does sell well. You just flip things around. So, I'm not going to highlight my mouse over this just to prove a point, but I can guarantee you that this Easter activity book for kids, the Activity Slayer, even with 5 reviews, is selling to a degree. So let's see if I'm right or wrong. So let's look at this. Ooh, I like this. So best gift idea for Easter, special launch price. Okay, guys, full disclaimer, you're usually not allowed to mention discounts or launch prices in your description. This publisher is getting away with it. Kudos to them, but I believe this could be an infraction against the rules. So don't do this unless Amazon says otherwise. They don't even have a full description, but guess what? Look, the cute bunnies here, it's for ages 4 through 8. It's cute, right? And so it's ranked 8,500. This thing sells at least 50 copies a day. A day. And with this being 69 pages, 69, it's probably making $2 per sale. It's going to be black and white in the interior. So, you're making $150, maybe $200 a day revenue. Spend $50 a day on ads, you're making $150 a day net. So easy peasy. So yeah, look at, especially for children's books, cute animals convert well. So whether it's a cute Easter bunny, look, this is so cute. A dog, cats, unicorns. Girls love unicorns. Mermaids are the animals. We have to check with PETA about that. But yeah, so colorful, pastel, cute font. This is not Arial. See, the publisher took the time to come up with the cursive font here that looks girly, Eastery. It could be gender neutral, so boys and girls can both enjoy this book with no embarrassment. It's Easter. Easter is associated with pink. Easter is associated with the cute bunny and the little egg here. I would buy this book for my future accidental child. So, yeah, this is a good production. Let's look at another example of something that does well. And what I always do, guys, I'm shameless about it. I just look at what's selling well, and I think, what can I emulate, and what can I improve upon a concept. So, let's see what we have here in the top rankings for children's Easter books. Workout clarity. I will address your concern. One sec. Let's just take a quick look at this. So, what I try to stay away from, guys, if you don't have a brand built, you will likely not be able to effectively sell something like a fictional story. So this is published by Harper Festival. Harper Collins is a giant publishing operation. They can put 6 figures into marketing a book. And as such, no one's going to really buy your fictional book unless it has visibility in the market. Harper has the money for that. As such, this is number 7 in the entire store. Don't try to compete with fictional books. What you can do, though, is inexpensively, come up with an activity book in black and white. Even if it's like a crossword puzzle generator and you want to do a crossword puzzle book for children, that's okay if you can line it up with an appropriate theme. So you might think to yourself, well, why can't I do a book like this, Jacob? Can you be more specific? Sure. So whereas in low content, you can either produce a book with your own effort on Canva, or you can outsource it either expensively through Upwork for $500, $600, or inexpensively, which is what we teach you in Low Content Domination. We show you in the course how to publish good books with as little as $50 for the book to be done. Let's look at Pete the Cat. I can guarantee you this cover costs money to have illustrated. This and every single page is a custom illustration. Now, even though it is childish and relatively simple, this did not come cheap. You cannot buy each page here for $10 or $5 or anything low. So this book probably cost, looking at the page count, 32 pages. It could have cost $1,000 to produce, believe it or not, because they hired, they have the illustrator credited. The author is the illustrator, along with the second author working on it. This takes effort to make, and as such, the people have to be fairly compensated in having this produced. And it's not cheap to make a book like this, especially in color. And mind you, color will drive your book royalties down because it ups your production cost. So I advise against doing books like this. If you're starting out, you're just better off doing black and white interior books with something simpler like a crossword puzzle, how to draw something, tracing, something that even you can produce given effort put into it. So, workout clarity. If you type unicorn coloring book, for example, there's under 500 results, and the results are not related to the keyword. Normally, the results are over 1,000. So let's take a look. Unicorn coloring book. I have 2 unicorn coloring books now on the Amazon store. On my portal, Workout Clarity, I have still over 40,000 results. I reside from the United States, and I'm not using a VPN. So, at least on my end, everything here from a US-based IP appears to be normal. Unicorns, unicorns, unicorns. Unicorns will always rank well. It's just a matter of if your unicorn book can get visibility, if you can run ads, and more so also, get reviews over time and get on the first page. So, this is something that's self-published by Jade Summer. I think everyone has seen a little bit of Jade Summer last year. Whoever that person is put a lot of work towards their brand, and they're all over the place. So looking at this, with it being page 1, and with no obvious ads showing, this author, publisher, is not running a whole lot of ads, still holds a decent BSR, hasn't even updated their description, and still sells copies. So, yeah, things are well with this publisher. So, yeah, sorry, Workout Clarity, on the issue with your end. Perhaps you could try maybe using a VPN or accessing the US site, and hopefully you won't have problems. So, guys, if there's any keywords you want to take a look at or have questions about, let's do it. Don't be shy. It doesn't have to be a keyword that you've published for. If you want to keep that a secret, I totally respect that. If you want my opinion on a keyword you're looking to publish, let's do it right here, right now, and hopefully the whole stream doesn't invade your keywords. So, yeah, or just if you want to throw out ideas, let's do it here. So, this one caught my attention. This one combines unicorns and dragons. I like the cover. It's kind of more old school. It looks like, to me, a kind of fantasy looking cover. The unicorn looks like it's from medieval times. The dragon is comprised of polygons. So, caught my attention. See, a good cover, catches attention. Has reviews. It's only $10. It's probably black and white on the inside. Yeah, see here. So it teaches you. Oh, I think it's a coloring book. Yeah, duh, Jacob. Yeah, so $10 for a cool looking coloring book. I'd buy this. Now, do the people want to buy this? It's ranked 5,000 in the entire store. And yeah, people are buying this. And I would buy it because, again, number one, cover looks dope. You always want a dope looking cover. And the interior with the preview, always make sure people can preview your books. This looks freaking cool. Look how complex these designs are. Like, this is the table of contents. I can only imagine. Hopefully the publisher was the illustrator, but each page here could have cost at least $100 per image. Maybe like something around that. I mean, you wouldn't go to Fiverr and get this done, guys, right? So quality sells. Quality provides long-term sales, and quality is what builds brands. So let's see what else we've got going on. And you don't have to be the top person in a keyword category to do well. This is ranked number 48. Getting number 48 in a category is not impossible. So, being ranked 5,000 for a paperback is completely achievable. I've done it. Plenty of students have. Maybe you have if you're watching this, and it's achievable. So let's look at some other people's keywords here. Dragons and mythical creatures. Let's see what's going on in the world. Of course, The Witcher. We've got Dungeons and Dragons. So again, if you don't know, Dungeons and Dragons is a board game for nerds. And number two, it's been extremely popular since the 80s, made by Wizards of the Coast, and people play this game at home. People are probably either on lockdown or they're socially distancing. People are playing Dungeons and Dragons right now to pass the time, and this is evident with its BSR being 100. I'm just going on a ramble because number one, you can't publish for this. Dungeons and Dragons is trademarked, just like Nintendo. Don't do D&D books. Don't do Nintendo books. Don't do coronavirus books. But notice the trend. This is something related to staying at home as an entertainment activity, and as such, it's spiking up in rank right now. So anything you can think of related to indoor activities, entertainment indoors is going to sell. So put your brain cells together, summon your brain power, and get some ideas going. Ooh, well, okay, workout clarity. I'm just hitting this point. You want to do an Air Jordan coloring book. Number one, I want to actually take a look at this. I'm open to looking at any keyword. What the red flag is to me is that Air Jordan is 1,000,000% trademarked. You can do a sneakerhead coloring book, and this has the Nike logo. Like, either number one, this author has the trademark agreement to have this published, or they are breaking the trademark, and this is not allowed. Now, doesn't mean Amazon won't let you publish it, but if Michael Jordan sees this, you're going to get sued. So that's the risk you take. Now, I don't like this, but what I do like is for this keyword, and this is something that the author should have stuck to. This is actually selling better. You can do sneakers and run ads for sneakers, even if it's targeting Air Jordan coloring book, and this is perfectly allowable. I would even go on to say, on a gray area, you can have a sneaker resembling the Air Jordan without the logo. Maybe make some alteration to the design, and you can do a coloring book based on that, so long as the design looks different enough to not violate someone's trademark. Like, you're making money off of Michael Jordan, dude. Do not put anyone else's logo. You can do like a generic sneaker like this. This looks like a sneaker. Any one sneaker. This looks like an Adidas wrestling shoe with a flat heel, but if it doesn't say Adidas and you just say it's a wrestling shoe, that should be okay. So that's some clarity I want to provide on something like the Air Jordan coloring book. So this is almost 4 years old, sells really well, considerably well, maybe 30 copies a day. At $14.72, 160 pages. Probably makes $4 or $5 per copy sold. So that's a nice little side income for someone, right? Who wouldn't want to make an extra $100 per day net? So that's a good keyword. Would I publish this keyword? Since we're on this keyword, would Jacob Rothenberg publish for this keyword? Let's see. So what I'm doing when I'm assessing a keyword, guys, is that I'm looking at BSRs, I'm looking at existing competition, and I'm also thinking in my head, how much is this going to cost me? Can I produce this, get a return on my investment, and make money? Because when I'm asking myself, can I produce this? Can I produce this inexpensively? So if this keyword costs me $2,000 to publish for, I'm not going to do it, ever. Because this book is not going to make me $2,000 in a month or two overnight. So it might take some time to build a brand around it. But if this can cost me $200 to produce, then I'm more likely to publish for this keyword. So that's what I'm factoring in. So my mind tells me I can probably get this done through my connections for $200 to $300. We teach you how to do it in low-con domination. Don't skip out on that course. And I don't want to obviously have a book related to Jordans, but I could do a sneaker book. This one's a sneaker book. Don't do Jordan. This ranks 5,000. This is a stupid concept. This This is a stupid concept, but they still sell somewhat, right? Stupid concept. Don't do Air Jordans. What you can do, like I said, is do a do a book on sneakers, but with the keyword target Air Jordan in the one of your 7 keyword slots on KDP, and also run ads towards the phrase. There is no restriction on targeting a trademarked phrase on Amazon with your ads. So if you can run a sneaker coloring book for Air Jordans without directly having Air Jordans in your content, 100% fine. So I would publish this for this keyword. Out of respect for you, Workout Clarity, I'm not going to. But if you're not going to, let me know. So thanks for the keyword, Workout Clarity. And hopefully you decide to publish this, put something together that's nice and do well, because there's not a lot of competitors right now. As of now, until tomorrow when everyone gets on this keyword because of this chain. Any other questions, guys? Let's look at some other keywords here. I just want to look how long we've been online. Can't show all that. 31 minutes. Cool. All right, so I'm going to steal Da Vinci's keywords here. They're all... Ooh, this person's got a shoe fetish.